Hello, my name is Angelique Gonzalez, and this is my Writing to Learn Journal number 6, week 6. Introducing technical vocabulary. Let's first answer why vocabulary is important in learning. Vocabulary plays an important part in learning to read. It is harder for a beginning reader to figure out words that are not already part of the oral vocabulary. Vocabulary is key to reading comprehension. Readers cannot understand what they are reading without knowing what most of the words mean. What is meant by technical vocabulary? Technical vocabulary is a specialized vocabulary of any field which evolves due to the need for experts in a field to communicate with clarity, precision, relevance, and brevity. A dictionary is an invaluable tool to build your vocabulary. The TEK. The TEK I chose to incorporate into this week's journal is the 3rd grade mathematics TEK 6A. 6. Geometry and measurement. The student applies mathematical processes standards to analyze attributes of two-dimensional geometric figures to develop generalizations about their properties. The student is expected to A. Clarify and sort 2- and 3-dimensional figures including cones, cylinders, spheres, triangles, rectangular prisms, and cubes, based on attributes using formal geometric language. The nature of words. Words are symbols for concepts. As we have noted before in earlier chapters, schema is all the information and experiences that an individual has learned association with a given concept. The schema using TEK 6A would be to connect the 2D and 3D figures to everyday figures in real life. For example, I could ask students about where they have seen shapes such as a cone before. They could easily answer in pictures of snow cones or a party hat. Words, therefore, come to have many associations for us. Those associations that are concerned with the word's general meaning and that are likely to be shared by most users of the word are said to be denotative. Denotative means the dictionary definition. Associations that are not directly connected to a word's denotative meaning is called a connotative, which varies with different individuals' experiences. The myth that words teach themselves. Many adults, including many teachers, are convinced that the intention of teaching new terms is largely unnecessary. And that is partly true. Let's take a vocabulary word that is given to us by TEK 6A. Sphere. We suggest that no one directly taught you what a sphere is, but instead, you learned through numerous examples of what a sphere is. Formal definitions. When a teacher or text introduces a new word by stating its definition and then offering examples that may or may not conform to the definition, the approach is deductive. A deductive approach to teaching language starts by giving learners rules, then examples, then practice. It is a teacher-centered approach to presenting new content. For example, using Math TEK 6A, you explain the content of 2-dimensional figures and 3-dimensional figures. Then you give real-life examples of these, and then you have them construct their very own. For example, like constructing nets. Feature analysis. The semantic feature analysis strategy uses a grid graphic organizer to help kids explore how sets of one thing are related to another. By completing and analyzing the grid, students are able to see connections, make predictions, and master important concepts. Using the TEK as an example, you can give children different objects or pictures, and have them construct and label and see connections to each object. Then, have them label them on a chart just as you see here. Graphic organizers. A graphic organizer is defined as a diagram showing key concepts are related. There are many types of graphic organizers, such as tree diagrams. Tree diagrams display all possible outcomes of an event. Each branch in a tree diagram represents a possible outcome. Venn diagrams. A diagram that shows all possible logical relations between finite collections and different sets. These diagrams depict elements as points in a plane and sets as regions inside closed curves. timelines, and other continua. A timeline is a presentation of a chronological sequence of events along a drawn line that enables a viewer to understand temporal relationships quickly. Labeled pictures. This is a cluster of terms that is related chiefly by the location of things to which they refer. Sociograms. A sociogram is a charting of the interrelationships within a group. Hybrid types. This is combined characteristics of more than one basic type. Semantic maps. These are maps or webs of words. Some I would specifically use are Venn diagrams and hybrid type maps, such as you see here. When constructing graphic organizers, you are instructed to make a list of key terms. Identify clusters of highly related terms, and choose a diagram type that reflect how the clustered terms are related. When presenting these graphic organizers, you want to keep them simple, discuss them thoroughly, be flexible, and make use of organizers developed by others. Thank you for listening. This has been my Writing to Learn Journal, number 6, week 6.